there, supporters and faithful prayer partners. Wanted to come to you by way of video and share with you all of the things that have been going on here in Iceland and some exciting things that we've got going on here. It's been a few months since I put out an update video to go alongside of our prayer letters, and so I figured it was about time, so I wanted to share with you some of the exciting things going on here. Right now, I'm in my Sunday school classroom where on Sunday afternoons, I am able to teach the 7th grade and older children about God, and right now we're going over what is the purpose of life. Many of these children are being encouraged to live lifestyles and participate in activities that are not pure and not helpful and honestly lead to destruction and terrible lives. And so we are trying our best to reach out to these children and show them there is another life available, that there is a purpose that God has for them. And so we just finished going through the story of David. In fact, yesterday we were in this room and I hooked up a projector and we were playing a David movie. Had a nice time here with some pizza, so the room's kind of a little bit of a mess and been mopped and cleaned up a little bit, but we had a great time here yesterday. And since taking over the class here, I've been able to take some time and put some decorations on the wall. This year says Ég barn Guðs, which means I am a child of God. And this geometric cross wall you saw earlier had some opportunities to just make the room a little bit more fun, something that they'd be interested in coming to on Sundays. And so this is where I teach on Sunday afternoons, and we're going to walk down the hallway here to the room where my wife teaches. It's a wonderful opportunity we have to be able to teach to these children. Many of these children are bus ministry children and have never heard the truths of God's word taught to them. And so it's a wonderful opportunity and a privilege we have to be able to share with them all that God has for them and the life that He has in store. And so now we've arrived here in my wife's Sunday school classroom. This is where she teaches the 1st and 2nd grade children. Again, many of these are children who have never heard God's word, never heard the stories of David, of Joseph, of Samuel, of Deborah, and all the different stories of the Bible, that God has beautiful teachings for people to learn how to live and how to draw closer to Him. And so we'd like to take this opportunity on Sundays to share with them those truths and how God has a better life available. And as God has a better life available, one of the things that I wanted to come to you and tell you about is our 2026 summer camp. The theme of the camp is Lifðu lífinu, which means live in the life that God has prepared for you, the life that God has in store for you if you just trust Him and follow Him. And so we're super excited about all this coming up here in the summer of 2026 and all the outreach opportunities that we're going to be able to have. We ask you please pray about supporting this need. Summer camp is a free opportunity that we give to those who have faithfully attended our services. And if you've attended frequently and often over the past several months, we offer summer camp to you completely free of charge. And so there's meals 3 times a day and snacks included. The children will sleep here in the building. In fact, this room and the room we were just in previously will be transformed completely into dormitory type rooms where they're able to rest and get naps and sleep and things like that. And so of course the heaters and all of the electricity will be running throughout the week, and the charge for that goes up, and of course the food charge, and then we teach them of course God's word, and we have memory verses and games and all sorts of amazing things, and a wonderful plan that we've got for them coming up here in 2026. And all of this is, like I said, is free to them, but it does cost money. And so we would ask you please pray about partnering with us and sponsoring perhaps one or more children for this summer camp. We've estimated that it costs about $200 to $250 per attendee for this summer camp, including the food, the heating, and all of the different things just to be able to operate this summer camp. About $250 per student or per child or per attendee, including adults. And so if you would please pray about supporting and sponsoring one or more children for this summer camp, that would be an absolute blessing to us. We look forward to seeing all that God's going to do through this. We have seen that summer camp is one of the most fruitful outreaches we have, where we see children make decisions to trust Christ and to follow Him in their lifestyle and to live closer and live more for Christ. So if you please pray with us that God would be able to touch hearts and send those funds to be able to allow us to hold this summer camp this year. We are committed, and we know and we trust that God is going to move and allow us to be able to hold this summer camp. If God does lay it on your heart, we ask you would please send those funds directly to our mission board, Baptist Missions to Forgotten Peoples. And you can find the mailing address on our prayer letter, of course. And if you would send it there with a noted on there that it is for summer camp or for the sponsoring of a child for summer camp, that would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for your continued support, of course, and your continued prayers for all that's going on here in Iceland. Our family is doing very well. Megumi and the children are home in Reykjavik right now, enjoying the snow. We finally got some snow. This winter's been very strange. We had a season of almost no snow, and it's kind of not really much snow right now here, but my wife's been telling me all day it's snowing like crazy up in Reykjavik. So looking forward to getting home and doing some sledding with the kids. Anyway, looking forward to seeing all that God does through the next coming months. Thank you so much for your prayers. We look forward to giving you reports of great success from Summer Camp 2026.